Good afternoon and welcome to this week's Midweek Motivation. A handful of years ago, Aubrey and I were at Sonic late one night looking to get a late night snack. And we were there looking over the menu and I noticed a sign that was on the menu. Now that sign was advertising the Sonic card, aka their gift card. It was also Easter themed, so it had bunnies and eggs on it. But it had a phrase on there that really stood out to me, and you can see it there on your screen. It says, "Don't make them hunt for it." And I want you to keep that in mind as we go through this week's talk. You know, one of the common activities around this time of year is egg hunting. I remember as a child always loving to do egg hunting. To try to solve the mystery of where those eggs were at around the yard was something that was very appealing. But also, who can't resist looking forward to opening up those eggs and seeing what's inside of them? But you know, this time of year isn't about bunnies and eggs and all those kinds of things, but it's about the resurrection and the open tomb. You know, early in the morning on that Sunday, that tomb was found empty. But just days before, it had been filled. It wasn't filled with marshmallows and chocolate and jelly beans, but it was filled with something so much more sweet, sweeter to the soul. It was filled with Jesus Christ, our Savior. You know, he had just been flogged and tormented just days before. He'd been beaten. He'd been put up on the cross. And just to make sure that he was dead, they put a spear through his side. And then when they took him down after he died, and they put him into the tomb. And then 3 days later, on the first day of the week, two women approached the tomb. And they found it empty. Where had he gone? Well, obviously, he had risen. And though he had risen, Jesus didn't make his followers come to him, but rather he went to them. You know, the Great Commission found in Matthew chapter 28, 18 through 20, and Mark chapter 16 is something that stands out to me because it doesn't talk about the idea of people coming to us, but rather the imperative in Matthew chapter 28 is all about us going to other people. So why do we put things like "come join us" or "come to us" kind of a principle? The idea that we need to be going. We need to be out there going to the people. You know, this week, the week before Easter, I want you to go to the people. Even with the COVID-19 issues and the social distancing, find a way to go to them. Go to them and let them to know about the greatness of our Savior. You know, share, send, and still be social. You know, it may lead to questions. It may lead to someone being saved. Who knows what it may lead up to? You never know. But however, accept his mission to go to the people, not expecting them to come to you. Remember that slogan from Sonic? Don't make them hunt for it. In other words, don't make them to come to you, but rather you go to them. Hey, God bless, and have a great Easter.